And good afternoon, and we are getting set for the matchup between Gulf Coast State, 23-2, two-time defending national champs, against Broward. The Seahawks come in with an 11-18 record. You see the tail of the tape. Starters for the Commodores, number 22, Collins, 24, Bennett, 30, Dien, 32, Dunlop, and 44, Gay. For Broward, number 11, Sorensen, number 12, Pleskovich, 21, Danielson, 31, Clark, and 52, Soderberg. Gulf Coast coached by Rooney Scoville. And Brian McCormick is the head coach of the Seahawks, and we're on their way. Women's quarterfinal number 2 from Ocala. The winner gets Florida Southwestern tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Bennett, jumper, off, rebound is grabbed by Pleskovich for the Seahawks. Seahawks made the tournament last year, lost 85-79 in the opening round to Santa Fe College. Gulf Coast has turned this into the Gulf Coast Invitational. The state tournament under Coach Scoville. Driving all the way is Pleskovich, and the Seahawks draw first blood up 2-0. The three-pointer on the way is off by Dien, and rebound pulled down by Soderberg for Broward. Soderberg 6'2", and they forget about Clark. She's unable to make the layup. Rebound by Dien for Gulf Coast. They will push. They always run and gun. Here's Gay inside, and 3 seconds called on Dunlop. A quick 3 seconds, look like. But who's counting? All right, Seahawks will come up, and they're on top. They're 11-18. They are, of the 8 teams here, they're also the only team to shoot below 38%. Three-pointer is off. Their lowest scoring and shooting percentage team in the tournament. And they're taking on a team that always runs and guns and can put points on the board. As evidence right there is Bennett with the reverse layup. And we have a tie ball game, the early going. Here's Danielson. Pleskovich gets a screen. Out high, another screen. Pleskovich will load up the three. It's short. Rebound by Gay for Gulf Coast. And she hands to Collins. Gay from long range is short. Rebound grab by Pleskovich for Broward. Broward pushing back the other way. Sorensen. She'll fire the three. That's off. Dunlap came at her late. Rebound by Gay. Here come the Commodores in a hurry. Bennett draws the foul and will take 2 shots at the line. Foul's going to be whistled against Soderberg. That's her first. And the first foul of the ball game. Gulf Coast 23-2. Once again, champions of the Panhandle Conference. Since the mid-90s, no one better nationally than this program on the women's side. Bennett gets 1 of 2. It's a 1-point lead for the Commodores. Last year beat Chipola College. 2 years ago beat Northwest Florida in the finals. Good ball movement. And the Seahawks get a basket from Danielson. Nice pass from Sorensen. And Broward leads 4-3. And pass to the front row. Gentleman catches it. Out of bounds. Turnover. It'll be Seahawk ball. Number 10, Janisha Green. Number 12, Alexis Dye in. Dunlop out and Dien out as well. 7:21 to go. Opening half. And knocking down the jumper is Danielson. She's got 4 of her team's 6 points, and it's a 3-point lead for Broward within the first 3 minutes of action here in Ocala. Bennett in the corner, three-pointer is good by Green. We have a tie ball game. Broward, the Southern Conference runners-up behind Eastern Florida. And taken away, recovered, and now we get a foul. Bodies on the floor. Gonna be on Gay. Her first. Number 14, Michaela Ekdahl. And number 43, Claudia Charles. 5 players from Sweden on the roster for Broward. Definitely an international flavor. 3-pointer on the way is off by Danielson. Sorensen tried to run it down, unable to do so. Out of bounds. It will be Commodore ball. Broward is represented by the countries of Spain, Norway, Sweden, Russia. Oh, almost intercepted by Clark, who is from Coral Springs, Florida. 3-pointer on the way, off by Sorensen. Tapped around, grabbed by Green. She goes to the deck. And a quick timeout by the Commodores, saved the possession. The timeout will take one, too. 6:04 left first quarter, tied at 6. Two since 2010 for Gulf Coast. Be interesting to see their all-time record in the tournament. We'll probably get that for you as we go through. There's Bennett. She fires off the pass from Gay, and from way downtown, Shayla Bennett drills it. She's got 6. 6 straight points for Gulf Coast. Falling down 6-3 early. Sorensen, guarded by Dye. And Gay got it in the passing lane. Sorensen unable to get it. It's still loose. It's still loose. And it's picked up by Bennett. Bennett in a hurry. Layup, no good. Rebound, Danielson. And the Seahawks are going to run it back. Got Bennett behind her. She definitely was looking for her. They forget about her, but it doesn't matter as she misses. Rebound grabbed by Green. Green will run it back. Gay wide open, top of the key 3. Bang. Nice ball movement. Points in transition. 12-6 Gulf Coast. Their third 3 of the opening quarter. Here's Ekdahl. Over to Danielson. Danielson drives against Green, puts it up, no. And loose ball foul. Going to be whistled against Clark. So substitutions. Emma Hergott and Pleskovich back in. Erkdahl and Clark head out. Foul was on Clark, 2 against the Seahawks. Driving baseline, Green, yes. Janisha Green with 5, 14-6 in favor of the Commodores. As usual, they are rolling here in Ocala. Intercepted by Bennett. She does the tightrope, saves it. They're unable to hook up on the pass at midcourt. The 3-pointer on the way is off. Rebound pulled down inside by Hergott. She missed it. Rebound Green for Gulf Coast. Bennett, she'll shoot it again. Easy. Wow. Bennett already's got 9. 2 long distance threes. It's 17-6. We'll take a timeout. Be right back. Commodores all over the Seahawks. All right, 11-point lead for the Commodores here in the early going. The 3-pointer on the way is off and rebounded, grabbed by Dye. Commodores all over the Seahawks. There's Bennett, short. Rebound grabbed by Danielson. Danielson, they're going to, nope, didn't get out. They're going to take it away from her. Hergut. There's Pleskovich. Commodores routed the College of Central Florida last year in round 1. Not much open. And unable to knock that one down is Danielson, out of bounds, and it goes over to the Commodores. Number 4, Valeria Merlos in. Under 3 to go, opening quarter. Bennett. Gay, who's already hit a 3 from that spot. Bennett gets in the gap. Nobody picks her up until she gets close in, and a foul going to be whistled against Claudia Charles. Commodores just too quick for Broward. Broward plotting type team. Commodores run and gun. They're going to have a hard time. They're going to play that type of game with the Commodores. Seahawks won't be able to keep up. Free throw in by Bennett. She's got 10 already. And it's a 12-point edge for the Commodores. 2 for 2 on that trip. She's 3 of 4 in the game already. And they're rolling. A long 3 by Merlos, and she hits it. Valeria Merlos. That's the Gulf Coast lead at 10. Green has already scored 5 off the bench. Pulled up jumper, good. Make that 7 now, 21-9 Gulf Coast. Up by 12, quarter number 1. And on the floor, taken away is Collins for Gulf Coast. Bennett signaling. 21, Keyshawn Johnson in. Inside, Dunlap lays it in. Nice pass from Green, and it's a 14-point lead for the Commodores. We go under 2 minutes in quarter number 1. A 3-pointer by Hergot, not close. Rebound, Dunlap. Dunlap will wait for help. Hands to Collins. Commodores call something out. We'll see what they do this time. She wants Bennett. Bennett gets the screen from Johnson. Johnson swings it. Nice ball movement. Jumper on the way. No good. Run down by Green. She throws it inside to Dunlap. Dunlap puts it up and in. Leah Dunlap, it's 25-9. All Gulf Coast so far. Broward did lead early. That's about it. And, they got someone open. Charles finishes. Ball was loose. Hergot got it to her. And Charles lays it in. Loose ball picked up, recovered by Bennett for the Commodores. Green bounces it inside. Dunlap, they converge on her. Top of the key, they swing it. Great ball movement. Bennett buries the 3. Wow. Tremendous job. 14 already for Bennett, her third 3 of the quarter. It's 28-11. No defense for that. A 3-pointer on the way. No good by Charles. Rebound, Bennett. Bennett going to push, dribbles it off her foot, recovered by Green. Green spins, and the Commodores control. Johnson. She's going to screen. Bennett, Johnson down to 6 on the clock. Dunlap in deep, short. Rebound or go. Long 3 as the buzzer sounds. Almost went in for Pleskovich, and that was all Commodores. Bennett with 14. She's outscored Broward by herself. It's 28-11 into the quarter. Do you have any batteries? Quarter, it's 28-11 Gulf Coast. Bennett with 14. She's already hit 3 from beyond the arc. Commodores have made 5 as a team. 28-11 our score. Broward did lead 2-0. Had the early edge. So Soderberg, stolen by Bennett. Bennett back the other way in a hurry. Here she comes. Pull up jumper. It is off. A rebound tapped around. Bennett gets their own miss. She recovers the ball. Throws it to Green, who scored 7 off the bench in the opening quarter. Dunlop with a bullet pass. Bennett fakes over to Green. Three-pointer is no good. Rebound by Sorensen. Sorensen over to Merlos, who hit a 3 toward the end of the quarter for Broward. One of their lone bright spots after the Commodores got rolling. And a block by Dunlop. And Dunlop got her with the body. So Gay will come in. Johnson will check out. Merlos, cut off. Loses it, recovers. Broward fires a 3. Pleskovich missed it. Good defense. Rebound pulled down by Dunlop for Gulf Coast. Bennett will get the screen from Gay out high. Didn't use it that time. Gay. The ball movement by Gulf Coast, though, is tremendous. Long 3. Rims out. Rebound Merlos for Broward. Bennett putting on a show, though, so far. It's actually Bennett 14, Broward 11. Danielson driving, cut off, stepped out of bounds. Commodore ball. 8:15 to go, first half. At 6 o'clock tonight, Eastern Florida State, Miami-Dade, followed by Tallahassee and Daytona State. There's Green, jumper. Nope. A rebound by Sorensen for Broward. Pleskovich trying to set something up. Contact by Green and the foul. 7:47 mark. Winner of this game is going to play Florida Southwestern tomorrow evening, 6 p.m. Eastern time. Southwestern held on for a 4-point win over Santa Fe in a game that was very, very hard fought. Three-pointer is off. Rebound Dunlop. Here come the Commodores. Back the other way. Bennett, Dunlop. Nobody picks her up. Foul line jumper. Rattles it in. Dunlop with 6. Timeout, Broward. It's 30-11. 7:31 to go. Opening half. timeout. 30-11. Commodores all over the Seahawks of Broward College. As you can see, last year's championship game result, turnover by the Seahawks. Could we see another all-Panhandle Conference final? About the only time we've seen anybody is College of Central Florida got in under Gary Ashlock, Jeff Osterman, and Cheryl Rice, but not much else from the rest of the state. Gay with a three, missed it. It's been Panhandle versus everyone else. When they had the 3-3-2 format, there'd be a really good Panhandle team. Again, this year, Northwest Florida State left at home. Now we're at 2-2-2. The 8 teams have 4 conferences instead of 3. But typically the best 4 teams, sometimes 5, in women's basketball reside in the Panhandle Conference. As the offensive foul, I think that'd be a safe bet, saying at least the best 4. Some years 5. Conference dominating like no other. I believe 2010 was the last time they did not have, no, that's wrong. 2007 was the last time they didn't have a team finish among the Final 4. I don't think any conference nationally comes close to that. Bennett gets in the gap, fires it up and in. Bennett was 16, 32-11. And, nice save. They recover. Almost wiped out old Bob Paxton, the announcer. His beloved Rubik's Cube nearly went flying as well. He's not as quick as I thought either. Guy's been here since the probably early 80s. Longer than Gene Smithson, before the Gene Smithson era. It's amazing. Benny Goddard, I think, was the coach when, I don't even know if there was a women's program when he started here. I'm trying to recall, I think 79 actually. So I think he might have been here in the 70s even. Bob Paxton. That's been his seat for quite some time. Yeah, he'll sit down there and he brings Rubik's Cubes to every game, and that's his hobby. He does a fantastic job as the announcer here at the College of Central Florida, public address announcer, Bob Paxton. All right, back to the game. Inside, Charles spins, took about 4 steps, and is called for traveling. Winner gets Florida Southwestern, 79-75 winners over Santa Fe. The game was a lot closer than I thought. I had seen Santa Fe play CF here in Ocala. CF dominated that game, but they gave a great accounting of themselves against an excellent Florida Southwestern team. Top of the key 3 is good by Gay. She's got 6. And the Commodores up by 24, 3 touchdowns and a field goal. Here's Charles spinning, blocked by Gay, recovered by Clark. Clark drives against Dunlop, puts it up, rattles off. Clark blocked by Dunlop, nearly into the gentleman holding the camera down there. So 5 minutes to go. First half. Taken away by Bennett. Bennett back the other way, draws the foul, unable to get the roll, but still get 2 free throws. First on Pleskovich and Bennett to the line. So Bennett has already scored 17 unofficially. Two for two on that trip. And the Commodores up by 26. Blocked by Gay. Rebound put up, no. Rebound Gay. Commodores running. Dien knocked loose, taken down by Clark. Pleskovic got away with the travel. Charles for three. Nope. Rebound Gay. And Dien comes back for Gulf Coast. Overplay knocked out of bounds, and it stays with Gulf Coast. If you're interested in what the largest halftime advantage ever in a state tournament game, I don't think we'll get there. It was 43. Florida Community College, Jacksonville at the time. Now FSCJ, 43 on Broward back in 1986. U.S. points and a half, 12. Seminole had just 12 against Gulf Coast back in 07. Broward stuck on 11. And Bennett, so she hurt her ankle a little bit on that one. And a foul will be whistled against Charles Broward. Do not see the largest margin of victory in a single game listed. An 82-37 Gulf Coast over Seminole game back in that aforementioned game back in 07. I know the largest margin of victory is 50 plus on the men's side. I believe that was that Chipola Hillsboro game back up in Mariana. Tapped up and in by Gay around 2010, if I'm not mistaken. Because I believe CF played Broward to close that night off. And getting free and putting it in is Kayla Brown. First points of the quarter had been 11-0 in favor of the Commodores over the second 10 minutes. And Broward stays out of the record book. 3-point play. Johnson will come in. Gay out. Gay goes out with 8 points. Gay with 8, Dunlap with 6, Green with 7, and the other 18 belong to Bennett for Gulf Coast. Dunlap fighting for position inside. Here's Bennett. Johnson puts up the jumper, rattles off. Rebound in the corner. She got it out of there quickly. Kinsey, 20, is in the ball game. And a holding call on Clark. In. Kinsey. Hands to Bennett. Bennett, nobody really picks her up. She finds Dunlop, who misses the shot in close, gets her own miss. Missed again, tapped up in the air. A rebound by Charles. A couple shots at point blank range, nothing doing on that trip for Gulf Coast. Charles fires a three. Rims out. Rebound Clark, blocked by Dunlap. Johnson with the rebound. Commodores run. Dien comes in against two defenders. She'll wait for help. Johnson, quick pass inside. Good effort by Sorensen. to knock it over to Charles. Broward back the other way, under 2 minutes to go, opening half. Clark. Off the window. Nope. Charles missed from point-blank range. Johnson with the rebound, and we will come back with the Commodores leading by 25, 39-14. Kinsey. Bennett. Over to Dunlop. Screen. And you got to give Clark, she's playing hard out there. Dye, number 12, in. Dunlop heads out. 25-point lead. Just one basket. That was a 3 this quarter by Broward. You probably have some really low-scoring games in the early part of this tournament when it first started. Obviously, no three-pointer as well. As Dye grabs the offensive rebound, draws the foul on Clark. She's got 3. Her go will check in. The throw good by Dye. Hit them both, 41-14. And Soderberg knocks it in. Three-pointer by Johnson. And Sean Johnson makes it a 28-point lead. 7 threes unofficially for Gulf Coast here in the first half. Soderberg fumbles the ball. Recovered by Dye. "11-second difference between the game clock and shot clock. Again, gets in wide open and missed it from in close. Shot clock should be off. Three-pointer in rhythm by Sorensen brings rain, but no points. And put up and in by Brown. 5 points for Brown. She's the leading scorer off the bench, 44-18. Bennett, let's see what they do. Johnson will screen for her. She's going to get in. They don't really do much to her. Pulls up, missed the shot. And that'll end the first half. Bennett with 18. She has just as many as Broward has. It's a 26-point halftime lead. We'll be back with stats and highlights of the first half. Two-time defending national champions by 26. for the second half. As you can tell by the statistics on the screen, it's been all Commodores. They lead by 26. Broward 8 of 36 overall. 1 out of 18 from three-point range in the opening half. Rebounding basically even. Gulf Coast 15 of 33 overall shooting. 7 of 13 from three-point range. Biggest lead was 28. Broward did lead early, but since then, it's been all Commodores. Gulf Coast scored the first 11 of the second quarter after building a 17-point lead after the first quarter of play. So Bennett will inbound. She's joined by Collins, Dunlap, Gay, and Yen. Gay hit a couple threes. She had 8 points, 5 rebounds. She's the leading rebounder in the game. Collins blows by her defender and scores. Collins' first basket of the game. Pleskovic, Sorensen, Soderberg, Clark, and blocked the attempt by Pleskovic. Rebound Commodores. Bennett, they push the other way. Dien was spotting up. She loads up the three. It rims in. Dien's first points of the game. 8 of 14 is a team from beyond the arc. Commodores dominating this one. Soderberg puts it in. Soderberg's got 4. Dunlap gets free. They make that look easy. 8 points for Dunlap. She had 4 rebounds in the first half. Gulf Coast assisted on 11 of 15 made baskets. 5 steals. They forced 10 turnovers. They committed 6 of their own. And that's about where we're at right now. Top of the key three is off. Rebound knocked loose. Gay with the board for Gulf Coast. Collins will run it into the front court. Nope, they forgot about Dunlap. Wow, she was so wide open, she nearly traveled. 10 points for Dunlap. Comes with a nice assist. Bennett and Green had 3 assists each in the first half. Broward assisted on 6 of its 8 field goals during the opening 20 minutes. Shot is short. Rebound by Gay. Nobody forgot about Bennett. She leaves it for Dunlap, who trailing and lays it in. And it's a 35-point lead. Timeout Broward. We'll take one, too. Gulf Coast well on their way to the semifinals. All right, 35-point advantage for Gulf Coast. So Florida Southwestern waiting for them tomorrow night at 6. Nice ball movement. And Sorensen lays it in off the pass from Charles. And the Seahawks aren't giving up. First basket of the game for Sorensen. Dunlap called for her second foul. Tonight at 6, Eastern Florida State will take on Miami-Dade, and 8 o'clock we will have Tallahassee and Daytona. Four teams in the late game. The two winners will play tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern. Intercepted by Clark. Clark's played hard. She's done a nice job. She has given an effort. She does have 3 fouls. Long 3 by Sorensen rims out. Gay tracks it down. It's 7 rebounds for Gay. Dye misses. Rebound Charles for Broward. Sorensen thought about it. They came out on her. She drives. No good. Rebound Charles. Puts it in. Excuse me, Tanisha Clark. My mistake. Charles is 43. Basket by Tanisha Clark. My bad. It's her first points. 55-25. Gay, 4-3. Nope. Rebound pulled down by Danielson. Here's Charles. Charles spins, throws it over to Erkdahl. They swing it around. Erkdahl. Danielson. And a foul going to be whistled against Collins with 4 on the shot clock. 55-25 lead. Give you tomorrow's entire schedule to what we know so far. We have the men's games. 1 o'clock, Florida Southwestern, Northwest Florida State in a rematch of last year's opening round game won by 2 by the Raiders. Game number 2. You will have a rematch from a game that was played here on 2 nights after Thanksgiving. Chipola versus St. Petersburg College. That game won by the Indians here in Ocala as Dunlop blocks Charles' shot. And then you're going to have Gulf Coast, Florida Southwestern women at 6, barring a miraculous comeback in this one. Bennett leaves it for Dye. She lays it in. No good. Out of bounds. And it will stay with Gulf Coast. Leads by 30. Here's Dunlop. Jumper at the foul line. Good. Dunlap's got 8 in the quarter, 14 for the game. Back to a 32-point edge. Charles is open. Nope. Rebound, Bennett. Under 5 to go, third quarter. Bennett bringing it into the front court. Finds Collins. Collins, layup. Good. Ranja Collins with 4 all in the third quarter. It's a 34-point edge. Good thing is there's not a lot of fouls. Charles fires a 3. Nope. Remember, they were 1 of 18 in the opening half from beyond the arc. 8 of 36 overall. And Merlot's number 4 is the only one that made one in the opening half. They haven't made one this half either. And a foul. No shot on the floor. Second on Collins. Pleskovich and Ergo check in. Charles and Erkdahl check out. As does Bennett for Gulf Coast. Bennett had 18 in the first half. The three-pointer on the way is off, just like most of them have been. Been a rough night shooting the ball for the Seahawks. The end drives, cut off by a couple of defenders. Foul on the floor. So Dien will inbound. Gulf Coast made 7 threes in the first half on 13 attempts. They haven't really shot very many in the second half. Do have one. And there's Clark with the takeaway from Dunlap. Merlot's the only Broward player to hit a three. Short on that one. Rebound Dien. She will wait for help. Green. And to Dien. The three-pointer at the top of the key is good by Collins. She's got 10. Excuse me, Green, my mistake. Green with the three. She's got 10. That's her second three of the ball game. Ninth as a team. 37-point advantage. Gulf Coast had a 49-point win over Hillsboro back in 08. We'll try to give you some of their biggest victories as we go through this. Fouls on Dien, her first. Last year they won 90-51 over CF. So they've had some big wins. Huge as far as routes. 46 points over Daytona back in 2004. This has to be the worst for an opposing team to get beat by. 2003, 54-point loss. St. Petersburg took it on the chin, 107-53. Year before that, you had a 51-point win over Broward by Gulf Coast. 2002, 92-41. Taken away by the Seahawks. So this one's has a chance to be up there. So the largest margin of victory for the Commodores, 54-point win in the tournament, 2003 over St. Petersburg, 107-53. Gulf Coast wound up beating Northwest Florida 84-71 in the championship game. And Clark is on the board again. 62-26. Two for two there. Collins calls the play out. Hands to Green. Green's got 10 in the game. The end. Green again. Boom. 13 for Green. She's hit 3, 2 in the third quarter, 3 in the game. 65-27. There we go. Blocked by Dunlop. Offensive rebound up and in by Erkdahl. They're down by a lot, but you got to give Broward credit. No quit. They're battling as hard as they can. Just overmatched in this one, as a lot of teams are in Region 8. And they come across a team as talented as the Commodores. Get on the shot clock. Collins. Green again, driving, draws the foul. She'll get 2 shots as Erkdahl called for the foul. Free throw is up and in by Green. Green's got 8 in the quarter, 15 for the game, 38-point lead for Gulf Coast. Had a real good crowd throughout the day yesterday. Packed house. Not a bad crowd for Thursday afternoon in Ocala. As Gay grabs the rebound, dribbles out of trouble. Merlos nearly steals it. Green gets across. The pass from Kinsey. Under a minute, third quarter. Kinsey gets the screen, hands to Green. Green drives in, cut off. Gay almost, as the horn sounds, it's tapped. Rebound Gulf Coast. Green off the window, yes. 17 for Green, 10 in the quarter. It's a 40-point lead with 32 seconds to go. Third quarter. Gay steps in front of it. Here comes Kinsey. Die, nope. Rebound Green. Green brings it back out. Commodores will reset. Shot clock off. 40-point lead. In, cut off. It's in. Knocked down, and with Clark coming at her, she hits it. It's a 42-point lead. Remember, 54, largest margin of victory ever for Gulf Coast in the opening round of the tournament. Or the tournament overall for them. Five points for Dien. Make that 6. A three-pointer on the way is good. Nice shot by Pleskovich. So Gulf Coast will take a 40-point lead to the fourth quarter. We'll be right back with the final 10 minutes. All right, getting set for the fourth quarter. 40-point lead in favor of the two-time defending state champs. National champs, my mistake. And state champs. So just 2 threes. We don't have the official stats in front of us. Unable to hook up on that one. So Kinsey, here's Gay. The end. And laying it up and in is Dye. 42-point lead. Merlos hit one of the 2 threes by Broward. Shot is off. Rebound by Kinsey. Then Kinsey. 3-pointer by Gay. Rattles off. Rebound Pleskovich. Broward running it back. Sorensen. Shot is off by Merlos. Rebound Gay. That should put her in double figures for rebounds. Catches up to it. The 3-pointer on the way is off. Rebound by Dye. And they call traveling at the 8:24 mark of the 4th quarter. So this one decided long ago. It was 28-11 after a quarter of play. 5 threes in that quarter by the Commodores. They're up 44-21. They scored the first 11 points in the second quarter. Didn't allow a point the first 7 and change. And have continued to keep the pressure on. Pleskovich rims off. Rebound grab by Green. Green ahead to Johnson. Johnson lays it up and in. That's got to be a travel, but they missed that one. They must be ready for the post-game hospitality room there. 44-point lead. Inside, Johnson gets in, layup, nope. Taps it out of bounds. And it will stay with Gulf Coast. And they forget to cover Gay, and she lays it in. And getting in and scoring is Pleskovich, 44-point lead. Gay misses, gets her own rebound. Nope. Too easy. So Gay scores. She's got 12. Timeout for substitutions. So 46-point edge for Gulf Coast. I missed the layup. And another missed layup. It's not falling tonight. Erkdahl missed it. Knocked out of bounds. And it'll be Gulf Coast ball. Gulf Coast emptying the bench in this one. Everybody getting a chance to play. Expected to be much tougher the next 2 nights. Florida Southwestern then one of 4 potential teams that could also be as 3-second call against Gulf Coast. Erkdahl. So 46-point lead. Three-pointer on the way. Good by Green. 20 for Green. Inside. Shot is up and in for McDuffie. Inside. Dye. Layup. Nope. Dye gets a rebound and puts it up and in. 85-36. Erkdahl inside. McDuffie, she scored a moment ago. Fumbles it and recovered by Gulf Coast. And turnover, and it'll go over to Broward. Here's Charles at the foul line. Hands off to Erkdahl. Erkdahl gets in, layup, and she scores. She'll have an opportunity for a three-point play. So Erkdahl will try to convert the three-point play. So they are fixing the shot clock and the game clock. 3:39 to go. Here's Johnson. Johnson. Stolen away by Clark. Clark the other way. Fumbles, block, foul. And she'll get two shots with 3:24. Knocks the free throw down. Collins. Here's Green. Green scored 20 points in the game. Commodores winding the clock down. Well, one thing, we will be on time for sure for the 6 o'clock game. And laying it up and in is Danielson. The end. Johnson. Green. Johnson lays it in. Dye with her second foul. And back to the line is Danielson. She puts it up and in. Two for two on that trip for Danielson. Danielson has scored 8. She's the leading scorer for Broward, 87-45. The end, drives baseline, gets free, lays it up and in. She's got 7, all in the second half, 89-45. Under 2 minutes to play. And a hand check. A 44-point game. Called on Kinsey. 3 fouls. Got to get the quota in for sure. Here's Brown. This actually was Broward's 3rd straight year in the tournament. You got to give them credit. They have battled into the tournament. They got in with an 11-18 record. Obviously, not an impressive mark, but hey, they're in the tournament again. They won in 2016 in the opening round. 2017 lost to Santa Fe. But this is just a whole other level right here. And Dye will have the opportunity for the three-point play. 91-45. 1:17 to go. Three on Charles. Free throw good. Kirkdale. And nice layup by Brown. They haven't quit. You got to give them credit. It's just, like we mentioned, huge difference in levels of play between these two teams. Out of bounds, over to Broward. Under a minute to play. And going all the way is Kayla Brown. She scored 9. She'll have a chance for the three-point play. First foul on Johnson. So we'll be back at 6 o'clock Eastern time with Eastern Florida and Miami-Dade. Dye with the rebound. That game will be followed by Tallahassee and Daytona. Johnson for 3, short. Rebound pulled down by the Commodores. Johnson to Green, who scored 20. Impressive win for Gulf Coast. Was over in the first quarter, up by 17, And that'll do it. Broward's going to go home at 11-19. No surprises in this one. Your final score is going to be Gulf Coast 92, Broward College 49. Gulf Coast advances to the semifinals tomorrow evening, 6 o'clock Eastern Time, 5 p.m. in the Panhandle Central Time Zone. We thank you for watching. We'll see you in a little while. 6 o'clock.